Assalamualaikum and hi guys. So my name is Nuzabira Abza binti Udin and I am student of Polytechnic Kuching Sarawak and I am from class DPM 3B and also known as section 2. So today I would like to teach you guys step by step how to answer the question from chapter 2 and chapter 3 of subject statistic. Okay, so I will choose one question from chapter 2 and also one question from chapter 3 and will teach you guys step by step how to answer those questions. Okay, so stay tuned. So this is the question that I choose from chapter 2, which is question 14. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this question, and then after this I will teach you guys step by step how to find this, how to answer this question. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is how to answer the question on construct frequency distribution table. But before that, before we construct the frequency distribution table, there are three main things that we must do or remember, which is number of classes K, data range, and class width. These three main things have their own formula, so we must remember each of them. So we look at the first thing. The first one is number of classes, which is K, equal to 1 plus 3.3 log n base 10. N is represent on how many data they given in the question. So in this question 14, it have 50 data that has given, so n is equal to 50. So how to find the number of classes is 1 plus 3.3 log 50 base 10 equal to 6.606, and then so we assume it will become 7. Okay, settle for the number of classes. We move on to the data range. Data range equal to largest value minus smallest value. Largest value and smallest value, we can find it at the data given in the question. So for this question, largest value equal to 167 and the smallest value equal to 48. So 167 minus 48, it will become 119. So the data range is 119. So the third one is class width. So the formula is that range divide by K. Range divide by K. So range equal to 119 and divide by K, which is 7, so it will become 17. So settle the three main thing of this frequency distribution data. Second step is we must construct the frequency distribution table. Frequency distribution table must have 6 columns, which is class interval, tally, frequency, class boundaries, relative frequency, and midpoint. So let's take a look at the class interval. How to find the class interval? First of all, we need to put the smallest value in front. For this question, the smallest value is 48, so we write 48 in front. Second step is look at the below of 48. We got 65. How I find this 65? We need to use class width here. So 48, our class width is 17, right? So 48 plus 17 equal to 65. So we put 65 here. Okay, and then how to find another number below of this? 65 plus 17, it will become 82, and then 82 plus 17, it will become 19. Okay, so we find here first, and then how to find here? Okay, so here is 65, so here will be 64 because it will minus 1. Okay, each of these will minus 1. So 65 here, so it will become 64. 82 here, it will become 81, and then seterusnya until the end. Okay, so class interval settled. So tally and frequency, these two is we can say the same, but how we write it different. Tally, we use this tally yeah, and frequency we use the number. Okay, we need to count how many number between 48 and 64 in the data given. So we write it here. So 48 until 65 we got 4, so 1 2 3 4, and then we write 4 here. And then the number between 65 until 81 we have 9, so 1 2 3 4, and then 5 6 7 8 9. So here we write 9. So we must find until the end, so it will become like this. Okay, so after that we find the class boundaries. How to find the class boundaries? Class boundaries will be related with class interval. Okay, so how to find class boundaries? We must minus 0.5 and plus 0.5. Okay, so number in front will minus 0.5 and number at the back will plus 0.5. So 48 minus 0.5, it will become 47.5. 64 plus 0.5, it will become 64.5. So we will write it and find it until the end. Okay, so it become like this. It's so easy only. So how to find relative frequency? Okay, for the first row, our frequency is 4. So how to find relative frequency is frequency divided by total frequency. So frequency is 4. So 4 divided by total frequency. So total frequency is 50. So 4 divided by 50, it will become 0.08. For the second row, 9 divided by 50, it will become 0.18. And then we find it until the end. Okay, so the last one is midpoint. How to find the midpoint? Midpoint also related with class interval. So we must plus the number in front with the back and then divide by 2. So 48 plus 64 divided by 2, it will become 56. And for the second row, 65 plus 81 minus 2 divide by 2, divide by 2, it will become 73, and we must find it until the end. So that's all how to construct a frequency distribution table. It will have 6 main things that we should know, which is class interval, tally, frequency, class boundaries, relative frequency, and also midpoint. Okay, so for the section B, the question want us to construct a histogram and a frequency polygon. So this is how it will look. Okay, here we will put the frequency, and here we will put the class boundaries. So we plot it. First we do the histogram first, this one, and then how to do the frequency polygon. We plot the midpoint of each is. Okay, so here is the midpoint, and for this bar is here the midpoint, and midpoint, and also this one, midpoint. So after that we make it like this, and tada, it will become histogram and frequency polygon. For the C section, the question want us to construct a less than or give. Okay, so first of all, we must do the table for or give. Okay, there are 2 columns, which is class boundaries for less than or give, and then the cumulative frequency. Okay, how to find this number here? This number we got it from the class boundaries. Before this, we find it every number at the class boundaries at the frequency distribution table. We will take it and put it here. Every number, okay. So in front here we will put this question we want us to do the less than or give. So in front we will write less than and then 47.5 less than until the end. Okay, the cumulative frequency. How to find the cumulative frequency? The frequency from the frequency distribution table, we will plus it like this. Okay, so if it one less than, so the first row we must put 0, and the last one we will put the total of frequency distribution. So yeah, like this. After you plus 4 plus from the frequency at the table, frequency distribution table, I'm sorry. After you plus it one by one, you will get this number. Okay, so after you construct this table, you will plot the OGIF. Will look like this. Okay, so here we will put the cumulative frequency, and here we will put the class boundaries. Okay, so we plot it and it will become like this. Every time you want us to construct a less than or give, so the OGIF will look like this. Okay, so yeah, like this. Let's move on the chapter 3. So this is the question that I choose from chapter 3 of statistic, which is question 19. Let's take a look at this question, and after this I will teach you guys step by step how to answer this question. It is so easy, so don't stress. Okay, so this is how I answer the question of 19 from chapter 3. So question 19 want us to find mean, median, and mode. Okay, so for this question is group. Okay, this question is group because it have many data, and yeah, and it has class interval. Okay, so if we find the class interval, so automatically it will become the group question. Okay, so in this question it give us this two column, which is speed, and also number of candidates, which is f is frequency. Okay, so this question want us to find the mean, median, and mode. So firstly we find the mean first. Okay, so mean, so this is the formula. Mean equal to sum fx over sum f. So f is frequency, fx, what is fx? So we need to put another column for fx. Okay, so sum f, it means we must plus all of this and it will become sum f, which is sum f equal to 100. Okay, so first step, how to find the mean for group data. So we must construct two column plus two column, which is column for midpoint and column for fx. So how to find the midpoint? Okay, how to find the midpoint? Midpoint has related with class interval. So the first row is 60 until 69. So the midpoint, how to find the midpoint? 60 plus 69 divide by 2, it will become 64.5. And the second row is 70 plus 79 divided by 2, so it will become 74.5. So you must find it until the end. So that's how to find the midpoint. And how to find the fx? So f, this one, column this one, multiply by column this one. So let's take a look. f for the first row is f equal 10, and then the midpoint is 64.5. So 10 multiplied by 64.5, it will become 645. So the second row, 10 times by 74.5, it will become 745, and you find it until the end. After that, let's take a look at the formula. It wants us sum fx over sum f. So here we got the sum f. How to get the sum fx here? So we plus all of the number from fx column, so it will become sum fx. So sum fx equal to 9110. So 9110 divided by 100, it will become 91.1. Okay, so this is our mean. Okay, that's all how to find the mean. So let's take a look how to find the median. Okay, first of all, how to find the median, we must plus another two column, which is cumulative frequency and position of data. So how to find the cumulative frequency? We find it from this frequency. So the first row is 10, right? So we put it here 10. After that, 10 will plus with the second row of frequency. So 10 plus 10, it will become 20. So 20 plus 20, it will become 40. 40 plus 30, it will become 70. 70 plus 24, it will become 94. And 94 plus 6, it will become 100. Okay, so that's how we find the cumulative frequency. And the position of data, like this. So we must start with 1 until 10. So it will relate with cumulative frequency. So 1 until 10. And for the second row, after 10 is 11, right? So 11 until 20. See, until 20. And then the third row is 21 until 40. And then 41 until 70. And then 71 until 64 and 94. And then 95 until 100. Okay, so that's how we find the position of data in cumulative frequency. After we plus another two column, which is cumulative frequency and position of data, so the second step how to find the median is we need to find location of median. So location of median, this is the formula for location of median. Sum f divided by 2. So sum f is 100, right? So 100 divided by 2, it will become 50. So third step, okay, we must take a look where is 50 at the cumulative frequency here, because we must plus these two column for the median, right? So here is why we must, so here is we see the reason why we must plus these two column. So 50 will stay at the here, right? Because 41 until 70, so 50 is between this number, right? So highlight this row. Okay, so we find this, so this row is the location of median. Okay, after we find the location of median, we will go to the last step, which is value of median. Okay, so this is the formula for value of median. We must remember it. Okay, lm plus bracket sum f divided by 2 minus sum fm minus 1 divided by fm bracket times c. Okay, so lm means lower boundary where the median at. So here this is lower boundary. Don't forget to minus 0.5. okay, so 90 minus 0.5, it will become 89.5. okay, so sum f divided by 2, here we get the 50, right? So just put it 50 here. So what is the mean of sum fm minus 1? This mean the cumulative frequency before the class median. Okay, So we take a look at the cumulative frequency. Where is the location of median before? Here, right? So we take a look at before the location median. So 40. So 40. So we will write it 40 here. Okay, so FM, what is the meaning of FM? FM represent of the frequency of the location median. Okay, here kan? So here, location of median here, and the frequency is 30. So we will put 30 here. And C, what is C? C is class width. How to find the C? Easy. Okay, you take a look, first row and second row, 60, 70. What is the difference between 60 and 70? 10, right? 70 minus 60, you will get 10. So the class width is 10. Okay, so you use your calculator and you got this answer, 69.83. Okay, the last one is mod. Okay, how to find the mod? Mod, easy. Okay, you no need to plus another column to find the mod. Okay, so it will make your work easier. Okay, so how to find the mod? First step is take a look at the frequency and look which frequency is the highest frequency. So the highest is the T, right? So this is the mod, location of mod. Okay, so this is location of mod. So how to find the value of mod? We use this formula, LB plus bracket F0 minus F1 divide by bracket F0 minus F1 bracket plus F0 minus F2 bracket and times by C. Okay, what is LB? LB is same, it is lower boundaries. So what is lower boundaries for this mod is 90. So don't forget to minus it with 0.5. So 90 minus 0.5, it will become 89.5. Okay, so what is F0, F1 and F2? F0 is where the highest number of frequency. Okay, so 30. F1 is the number before the highest number, which is 20. So we put it 20. Also here, same. And F2, what is F2? F2 is after the highest number, so 24, right? So we put F2 equal to 24, and then class width, same like this, it will become 10, and use the calculator and it will become 95.70. I'm sorry, 95.75. So that is how we answer the question 19 for chapter 3, which is group question. Okay, so it is so easy, so don't stress. Okay, so good luck. Thank you for listening.